Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to the first episode of Free. So yeah, this was the new poll winner for the Monday anime series. Because I dropped Maggie after only the first episode. Just as a reminder of why Maggie pissed me off in pretty much every way. I hated it in pretty much every way. It was just it just angered me. I could not continue that. It's one of those shows that just I hated, pretty much almost instantly. Hopefully Free is not the same way. Now, Free is a very popular series, especially amongst convention goers. I've heard a lot about it. I've seen a lot of cosplays of it. I've even met a couple of the voice actors who are in the English dub, which, by the way, we are doing the English dub. We are doing a dub. It's been a while, I feel, since we've done a dub for one of these, but I want to do a dub for this just because I do know some of the voice actors in it, and they're really good voice actors. It's a really, good set. We have Todd Haberkorn, J. Michael Tatum, Jerry Jewell is in it. And I just think that this I feel would be a good series for that, too, from the little bit I know of it. So, just a reminder of what I know of this series. I know it's a swimming-based series. I assume it's like a high school swim club or something like that, or a swim team, maybe. Because that's usually how these kinds of series tend to go. I know that Vic Mignogna is also in the dub, by the way. I've said my piece on Vic Mignogna and how he's scum in the past. But as I also said in the past, he is still a very talented voice actor, and I'm going to focus on that in this, and I'm going to focus on the character rather than him. So just getting that out there right away. I'm not going to focus on Vic Mignogna as a person, basically. But I do want to get that out there. I do know he's in this as well. But yeah, I know it's about swimming. I know that there's a lot of male fan service, which kind of makes sense with it being a swimming anime. There's going to be a lot of guys who are topless and all that. I know that a lot of fans have their favorites. That just tends to go with this kind of territory as well. And again, it's really popular. I go to Youmacon every year, I've talked about before. I make the cosplay music videos. Well, I'm not the only person who does that, but still. And there's always cosplayers for free. There's usually at least one panel for it, sometimes two. They always have merchandise in the vendor hall for it. It's popular. People are always talking about it. Now, in the past couple years, it's died down a little bit, but people still talk about it, still, again, sell stuff based on it. I've seen all kinds of little keychains and body pillows and stuff. And I think it's also I feel like this is going to be a very, just, not simple, but calm anime in comparison to some other stuff. Yes, there's probably going to be a lot of drama, but in general, it's not going to be, super intense or super, just heavy with its topics. At least not in the same way that stuff like JoJo is. Because JoJo gets pretty fucking heavy at points. It's going to be something a lot lighter that I'll be able to handle a little better. Just something to kind of be a little more relaxing and enjoyable and fun. Not that these other shows like JoJo aren't, but still. Now, this is one that I definitely don't expect to drop on the first episode. If I do end up dropping it, I'll probably end up seeing a few episodes first. Again, I don't know much of anything about the actual story, but I do know that people say the characters are actually, they have a lot of depth to them, which I always do enjoy. They have a lot of depth, and there's a lot of care put into the characters and how they interact and what their stories are all about. So that's definitely something that's interesting to me. Now, I'm really hoping to see some just good character stuff, some good story stuff. I've seen a little bit of the animation in the past in like various like compilation AMVs and stuff, and it looks good. I also know that there's multiple seasons to this series, at least two. I'm not sure exactly how many, but at least two. I know that for sure. Um, right now, we're only reacting to the first season. If we do the second season, that'll be in a like future poll or whatnot. And that is if we get through the entire first season. But to be fair, the first season is actually shorter than I would have thought. Like it's only 12 episodes. I thought it was going to be more like 24 or 26, somewhere in that range. But no, it's only 12. So I assume when it first came out, they weren't sure if it was going to be as big, but future seasons will probably be longer, I assume. It's going to be one of those kind of things, which I'm fine for, by the way. I hope to like this. I hope that this ends up being good. I hope to like the characters. I already know I like the voice actors, so I don't have to worry about that. And again, I've met a couple of them. I've met J. Michael Tatum. I have met Todd Haberkorn. So it's like, I know how these people are, and unfortunately I have met Vic Mignogna, but again, gonna focus on the character, because the character could still be great. I mean, Vic Mignogna's played a lot of great characters, despite who he is. I still love Edward Elric. I still love Tamaki from Ouran High School Host Club. Just because Vic Mignogna's a bad person doesn't mean his characters necessarily are. And doesn't mean I have to judge his characters based on who he is. So, yeah. But yeah, we're going to see what this is about, see what this is like, and hopefully it ends up being pretty good. And hopefully a shameless shipper like me has a lot to work with here, because I always love when there's a lot of shipping fuel. And people I know do ship these characters together, by the way. I do know that is a thing. So I'm really hoping the shipping fuel is strong with this in a very enjoyable way. So we're just going to get this started. This is only the first episode today, just to give it a shot. I kind of prefer to start with only one episode, unless it's like a half-length series. So yeah, we're just going to go with it. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much once again for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so I looked it up, and yeah, Makoto is Johnny Young Bosch. I knew I recognized the voice. I just wasn't placing it for some reason. And Nagisa is Greg Ayers, who I definitely know the name. It's just I'm not sure what else he's done. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting, I guess. Also, some other voices in here. Obviously, as I mentioned, J. Michael Tatum, but apparently Ian Sinclair, Josh Grell, Jerry Jewell is in here, like I said. Anyone else? Eric Vale is in this. I already mentioned Jamie Marchi. Caitlin Glass and Christopher Sabat are in it. So yeah, it has some pretty good name voice actors that I've become used to over the years. So yeah, this was our first episode, and I thought it was great. I actually really liked it. It wasn't anything amazing or whatnot, but I thought it was good. I thought it was like it has an interesting story. The characters are definitely characters that are going to develop and grow and everything. I'm just wondering, like, what changed for Reen while he was in Australia? Why is he so different now? That's going to be something to find out. As for a favorite character, I would probably say Makoto right now, if I had to say. It would have been Reen if he was still the same way as he was when he was a kid. Haruka is a very aloof and just kind of uncaring character. He's like, he has one mind, one focus. And it's like, I don't hate those kind of characters, but they just don't do much for me. So I do hope he develops into to having a little more personality, to be honest. Um, Nagisa, I don't really have like a lot of strong opinions. He's kind of like the cute one of the group. He's the cute, nice one, um, which I don't mind. I don't think I like cute characters, so I don't mind that. But I just hope he is more than just the cute one, you know? And the only other character we really got to focus on this episode was Go, or I guess she pronounces it Ko, um, just because she doesn't want it to be viewed as a masculine name. Um, she seems fun. I like her so far. But yeah, there's many more characters we have to meet still, that we were even shown in the opening. I really want the guy with the glasses to be J. Michael Tatum's character, the blue hair and the glasses, just because he kind of reminds me of Ida. Though J. Michael Tatum has played a very good array of different characters in terms of their appearance, so you never know. But yeah, I really, really, I did really enjoy this. The story so far seems to be pretty simple. These four kids, these four friends, were in a swim club when they were young. They won a relay, but then Reen moved away to Australia. He comes back, and while the other three are still friends, he's kind of become very distant. And he doesn't seem to have fondness for those memories anymore. It's not explained why or anything, but he seems to he seems to have thrown away his fondness for that and all. And he's automatically becoming a sort of rival to Haruka, um, which is like, okay, the entire main two male characters being rivals thing is like, it's done to death. But as long as they do it well here and develop their characters well enough, then it'll be fine. Um, for example, I know that one thing that they could do here is sort of go with the Nagisa Karma route from Assassination Classroom, where they start off as these kind of rivals towards each other, but end up becoming friends and even work together in multiple cases, and by the end are both highly beloved characters. I could definitely see them doing that. Nagisa and Karma were fantastic in Assassination Classroom, and so that would definitely be the ideal route. Though it's probably not good, even if they do go kind of in that route, it probably obviously won't be exactly the same. For obvious reasons. I mean, swimming is a little different from assassination training. Just saying. The art and animation is actually pretty great. I do love that. Especially the animation of when they're swimming and stuff. It looks really good. I definitely see the male fan service here. That's going to be heavy in this series, yeah. If I had to, like, because of course everyone has their favorite in terms of a lot of different factors. Again, my favorite in terms of character would be Makoto, but in terms of appearance would probably be Reen. Reen is the cutest in terms of appearance, at least so far, of the characters we've really met. And again, not counting Nagisa, who's like the just cutesy one, or whatever his name was. Is not now I'm confused. Hold on. I still have the thing up. Is it Nagisa? It is Nagisa. So wait, then yeah. I just thought of that because it's like I was talking about Nagisa from Assassination Classroom as well, so that's why I got confused. I'm like, wait, am I going back to Assassination Classroom? No, it's actually the same name. Obviously different characters because I was I guess more comparing Nagisa from Assassination Classroom to Haruka here, but still. So Haruka as a character, yeah, as I said before, he's very aloof. He's very just like despondent to a lot. He doesn't seem to care much about anything except freestyle swimming. He's not much for competition. He just wants to swim. He just loves the sensation of swimming, the idea of swimming, the just everything about his body being in the water and moving through it, basically. While Reen seems to be definitely more competition based from the little bit we've seen. Makoto and Nagisa don't really seem to have a definite preference between the two. But yeah, we're probably going to go more into those kind of things a little later as well, into like probably what they're best at in terms of their swimming and all of that. Now I mentioned it, but I'll talk about it here again. I can't swim. Partially probably because of my weight, but also I don't have I don't have like good gross motor skills. Basically, I can't ride a bike either. I can't swim. I can't do anything that like involves a lot of that, a lot of balance stuff. I can't do that stuff. I just can't. I've tried. The only way I've been able to swim to any degree is with flippers. Like back when I was in school and stuff, like middle school and high school, I needed flippers to be able to swim to any degree. I could not swim. I could not. I did everything right. In fact, my teachers even told me I was doing everything right, but I could not propel myself through the water. It would not happen unless I was wearing flippers. So I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works, but oh well, not a big deal. As for like actually like just the idea of swimming and stuff, I don't have anything against it. I've never like been against swimming or anything. I don't think it's like boring or a waste of time or anything like that. I have nothing against it. I like going to pools and stuff. Um, when I was in school, I did enjoy going to the pool, going into the pool and stuff, and doing pool games and whatnot. I just couldn't swim. um, so I do understand our main character Haruka's feelings about being in the water and stuff. It does feel like very free and everything, and very just. It just feels good to be in the pool and all. Now, obviously, for him, it's just water in general. Like he wants it to get warmer so he can go out into the ocean and stuff, for example. Um, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the ocean personally. Just I don't know why. It's just I'm not like scared of it per se. I'm more like just it concerns me more, and it's like it's more definitely rough waters and all. And it's just like I'm not good with that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, I don't want all these like waves crashing over me or shit. I don't know. It's not as much my thing. Let's put it that way. um, but yeah, Makoto seems like a very supportive person, very friendly. Um, he kind of has this comical side to him. He's like afraid of ghosts and stuff, and he's like he'll like joke around with his friends and stuff, but he's still very supportive and everything. I like him. Nagisa, like I said, is kind of the cutesy one at the moment. But then we have that one teacher, the female teacher. She's freaking hilarious. Like we at first, all we saw of her was like during the roll call. It's like, oh, actually, Haruka's a boy, and it's like, oh, so he is, and it's like, okay, that's the thing, okay. But then we see her again when Makoto and Nagisa are talking to the other teacher. And she just comes in with this grand quote and the way she's saying it all. It's just straight up hilarious. Like just the way she's saying it and everything. The way she's doing the voice acting, the voice actress. It's fantastic. I hope we get more of her doing this kind of goofy stuff. I hope she becomes more of a thing. She seems supportive of the friends doing their thing and being passionate about all of that, which is good. I love teachers who support their students' passions and interests because those teachers are usually the best teachers. they're able to connect with their students the best and be able to teach them better in general. There's a movie I absolutely adore called Freedom Writers. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. Like, you need to see it. Freedom Writers, it stars Hilary Swank as a teacher named Erin Gruel. It's one of those based on a true story where, yeah, it takes some creative liberties, but the general concept of it is true. It's a phenomenal movie about this teacher who takes a job in this kind of down and out school with this class of pretty much delinquent kids, some of which who are involved in gang stuff and all of that. And she has to learn not to teach them the way she normally would teach any class, but to teach them the way they need to be taught. And she ends up making these connections with them by supporting them, by being there for them. And it's like, yeah, that's an amazing teacher. And Hilary Swank does a phenomenal job, by the way. But that's kind of beyond the point. I think I actually have the DVD copy on my... it's up here. You can't see it. It's one shelf above what you can see. I think I have it. I think so. I'd have to look up there, but it's a phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But yeah, this teacher kind of made me think of that. Although she's definitely a much different character than Erin Gruel was. Or I guess the real Erin Gruel was probably similar to that. She's definitely a different character, but I think that she kind of has that same spirit to her, that spirit of just support and everything. And I want to see more of her, you know? But yeah, I am definitely interested in continuing this. I've been waiting to put up like the new banner and stuff, the new channel banner, because just in case I didn't like this. But yeah, now I'm definitely going to. I'm probably going to use, at least for now, Reen, just because he'll probably be more recognizable than if I used Makoto. So I'm probably going to use Reen for now on the channel banner. And hopefully I'll be able to get that up later today. I don't know when you're seeing this, by the way, because I'm recording it like early Monday afternoon, but you may not be seeing this until the night because I am going somewhere today and tomorrow and Wednesday as well. I'll be making another video about that, though. But yeah, just to put it simply, I'm helping out working it at VBS, Vacation Bible School, at my church this week. At least, again, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So yeah, this might not even be up until later. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. And I hope that this series continues to be good and even great. So tell me your thoughts on this first episode down in the comments below. And as always, no spoilers. If you know anything about any questions I posed or anything I talked about in this that will be revealed later on, especially if it's an important thing, please don't tell me. Like, don't even tell me if I was right about like wanting the one dude with the glasses and the blue hair. Don't even tell me if that's actually J. Michael Tatum's character. I want to find that out as I watch. Going forward, I don't know how many episodes we'll do a week. I guess it's just going to depend on how much time we have available. Obviously, this week I have to record JoJo as well, so I could only get to one of this at this point. And because of doing VBS as well, yeah, so much going on. But in the meantime, yeah, like I said, thank you for tuning in. No spoilers in the comments below, and thank you so much. Tell me your thoughts on this first episode down below. Tell me your thoughts on my reaction to it and my general thoughts, I guess. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles,